Okay, it all happened so fast. It entangled me in chains. Every voice sounded like his baritone voice. Every laughter reminded me of his rare smiles. Every love story reminded me of his promises. Every imagination came with his handsome face. I saw him in my sleep, and I saw him awake. I wanted him then, I wanted him today, and it felt like I would want him forever. I knew he didn't want me, but I wanted him to compromise. I thought my love deserved considering because there was a time he said he loved me, but he changed me. He made me a crybaby. I lost my dignity. It was all his fault. He was toxic. He knew he wouldn't let me have him, but he made me fall in love with him. I wanted to hate him, but I couldn't. Every time I pushed myself to leave him, I come running back to him like my life depended on it. It was so sickening. Who says time heals all wounds? Time was not healing my wound. We waited for his call. We waited for his text message. I waited for the grand happy ending that came with every love story, but mine never came. My entire life stopped. He did call me every now and then, but only to tell me to stop, to move on. I was trapped in my desperate desire and need to be loved by him. I could do anything for him. It was beyond reason. I wanted the best for him and everyone around him. I wanted him to be happy. I wanted everything that was good for him and more. It was strange, but I trusted him. I filled this gap in my heart that no one has filled before. It was so bad. I begged him to love me. It was so bad. The people he rose with urged him to consider me. It was so bad I became a thing of pity. Then I concluded that this was not ordinary. It's either I was crazy or he had no conscience. I was blinded by this intensity that never goes away. This minute I was angry and frustrated. The next I was empty and tired. I kept myself busy just so I wouldn't think about him, but suddenly, every book I read tells my story. It became too sad. Then I tried movies. The fairy tale then became worse. I buried myself in my work, but my situation became pathetic because every time I finally lay my tired bones to rest at night, I only think of him. I think about him when I eat, when I work, when I bathe, when I pray. Think about him every day and every time and everywhere. I wanted the pain to go away by all means. I began to justify the reason people in love lose it. I was losing it. My life was trembling. Alcohol began to make sense. I began to understand drug addicts. With pain like this, one could do anything. All of a sudden, I understood what the villain of every love story feels. What was this intense pain I feel? I was a good person, at least I tried. Why was I stuck loving the wrong person? Then I knew it was infatuation. It has to be obsession. I loved him the wrong way. I was miserable and unfocused. I was too ashamed to talk about it with my friends and my family. All I did was love him, but I knew it was time to get help. They said to let go on the website, but never say how. How do I stop loving the one man I have ever felt genuine love for? Amidst my fear and anxiety, somewhere in between my unreasonable love, and searched for its end, I found something, a solution. The solution says to find someone better to love, someone that was better than him in every aspect. At first, I thought, well, that should be easy, so I got myself a boyfriend, and then another boyfriend, and then another one. But none of them turned out to be half the man he was. Who would I love that was better than him? Slowly, I realized I was looking at it all wrong again. The solution didn't say I had to love a human being. It all made sense now. I was in love with the guy. No one would ever be better than him, of course, unless the one who made him that awesome, his creator, Allah. Yes, I fell in love with Allah. I chose Allah over him and it all dropped drastically. I still loved him, but reasonably. Slowly, I began to love him like a normal Muslimah should love the man she cannot get. At the end of it all, I escaped with the little remains of my dignity and very little remains of his love in my heart. I wouldn't say it stopped completely because by Allah, it did not. Did fall in love again. Pure love. Far from infatuation, and that was better for me. Healthier. Thank you.